Good morning. Happy Tuesday. How are y'all doing today? Tuesday is the day that is governed by Mars, and Mars is currently at the 16th degree of Virgo. And Mars in Virgo is, Mars at the 16th degree is the degree of unity. So I recently, only in the last couple of weeks, have I started doing my videos live, and I've discovered that when you guys make comments, if I don't read them at the time, then when I go back to save the video, the comments are gone. So I'm gonna try to take my time today so that I can really have much more of an interactive experience with you all. And how was the full moon for you? So we are still in the Aquarius full moon energy. Let me tell you guys, I have been in this process in a deep spiritual journey for many, many years. I learned really early on that I was gonna have to dedicate my life to a spiritual practice because I was in hell. I was depressed and suicidal and sad and just constantly unhappy and nothing seemed to work, right? Nothing seemed to work. And so and I was having all these experiences that seemed to be pulling me further and further away from myself rather than closer. So when I had my son, I went to the doctors because I wanted to extend my maternity leave because I had a child who was diagnosed with Down syndrome. And the doctors at Kaiser said, the therapist said, wanted me to stop breastfeeding so that I would, so that I could take medication, so that I could take depression medication. And I remember telling the doctor, I'm not depressed. I have a child who has Down syndrome. I'm a new mother, but that doesn't mean I'm depressed. It means that I need to really reevaluate my life and my circumstances. And so it didn't make sense to me that they were trying to put me on medication because that's not what I needed. I needed some time to get clear about what was going on. But like I said, things in my life seemed to be trying to pull me further and further away from my center, further and further away from who I am. And that's what I discovered about this reality that we're in, this Western capitalistic, binary, right, wrong. So it just is not, it's oversimplified. There is no fucking one size fits all. It doesn't work that way. And the thing that I've discovered about, and I don't know that I've discovered it, but the thing that I've experienced in this Western, capitalistic mindset is that it's all about money. It's all about the bottom line. It's all about, getting people a vaccination and getting them back to work and so that we can make money, so that we can keep the economy going, right? Keep the economy going. And so we never have time to really, relax and understand what we really need and what's really going on with us. And here's what I want to tell you about this motherfucking Mars and Venus, Mars in Virgo. Mars in Virgo says you got to understand your unique individual ways of being. You have to really get intimate with yourself. You have to understand what you need. You have to understand what works for you. You have to understand the inner workings of your own self. I know people who are, because Mars in Virgo is food and diet and health, but you have to really create a very intimate relationship so that you can understand what foods work for you, what health practices work for you, what type of people you need to be around. This shit is really a real intimate thing. And in the West, we just care about one size fits all and who's the strongest and who's the youngest and who's the richest and who's the most, who's the biggest, and that's not the fuck what's going on here. This is a deep, intimate, sensual practice with life. Like, we have to really be in a sensual experience with life. And that's in an intimate experience with life. And that is not a fucking one size fits all. And if we're running into these ideas and these practices and these ways of being, like, one thing is gonna cure it all, this shit is over with. That's all I want to say. That's why they're coming with more variants and more of this and more of that, because we're misrelating. We're using our relationship to the universe incorrectly. We are not understanding what it means to relate to this environment. You cannot conquer this motherfucker. You cannot conquer nature. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Oh my God. I mean, it's just, sorry for the rant. Sorry for the rant. But the sun is in Virgo, Mars is in Virgo, and I'm a motherfucking Virgo with the sun, Pluto, Jupiter, and Uranus in Virgo. These motherfuckers are crazy. I'm telling you, you gotta really start to understand your own health signature. Nobody can tell you what is right for you. And this is the thing. We're so lazy. We're so lazy. We're so tempted to the ease. We want things we don't have to work for anything, right? It's so it's easy to just take the vaccination. And I'm not saying, here's what I want to say. Take the motherfucking vaccination. I don't care. That's not the point. It's not about not taking the vaccination or taking the vaccination. It's about being responsible and accountable for your health and well-being, and not allowing anybody to determine for you what is going to make you healthy or what is going to make you sick, because they don't know. They actually don't fucking know. That's my point. They don't know. So if you're going to trust them, like that doctor said to me, you have to stop breastfeeding and you have to take these depression medication. And I literally was like, this motherfucker is out of his mind. I have a child who has Down syndrome. Children with Down syndrome have low muscle tone in their mouth and in their face, and so the best way to strengthen low muscle tone is by nursing, by pulling from the nipple. This motherfucker is telling me to stop breastfeeding my child, which would have impeded his whole development, his ability to eat, his ability to swallow, his ability to speak. So how can we trust doctors who don't even understand the sensitive development of, a baby? This therapist is going to, who the fuck are these people? Who the fuck are they, right? So this is what I'm saying. You have got to take your health. Your health is your responsibility. Your health is your accountability. And that is Mars in Virgo. That is Mars in Virgo. What are you doing for your health? How are you talking to yourself? How do you think in your own mind? You're listening, your thoughts. You are listening to your thoughts. What are you telling yourself? Are you like, oh, my body doesn't this, and I used to look like this, and I don't feel good, and I'm getting old, and that's bullshit. Stop that shit. Don't say I'm getting old. I tell myself every day I'm aging backwards. Every day. I'm like, oh my God, how could you be more beautiful today than you were yesterday? What the fuck? Look at you. You're so fucking gorgeous. This is how I talk to myself. Look at you, white hair and all. I used to dye my hair. It's like, why? I love my hair. I love my skin. I love my body. You know what? I nursed my son for 3.5 years, right after the doctors fucking told me to stop nursing him. I nursed him for 3.5 years. Why? Because my body is a machine that can bring life into manifestation. My body can nurse a child. My body can house pleasure. My body is fucking amazing. Do you understand who we are? And if you don't ride for yourself, if you don't ride for your organs, if you don't ride for your beauty, if you don't ride for your heart, if you don't ride for your resilience and your ability to heal yourself and your understanding of this miraculous machine that has 7 trillion cells in it that are listening to you, that are listening to your command. And if you don't understand your relationship to it, it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility. Whatever's going on in your body is going on in it because of the way you are relating to it. And this is not to make us feel bad or guilty. We don't know. We're learning, but we can learn. We can begin to understand how to relate to ourselves. Talk to your body. Oh my God, like literally, like, oh, I love you. I love my thighs. I love look at that beautiful skin. Look at that smile. Oh, you know what I mean? Really talk to yourself. Love yourself. The stuff about your body that you would like to have it feel different or better. Go, oh my God, look at, so my hair had been thinning and I'm like, look at you growing. Look at you coming all back in. Look at how you doing it. Look at how fabulous you are, right? Look at my thighs just getting strong again. Talk to them. Don't say, look at how bad you are. Look at how fat you are. Don't talk them into what you want them to be. Talk them into what you desire them to be. Talk to your body. If you got high blood pressure, talk to your blood pressure. Talk to your blood pressure. Oh, I just love that you are relaxing and calming down. Talk to your arteries. Oh, look at you cleaning yourself out and look at how you are relaxing. Talk to your arteries. Talk to your heart. Talk to your valves. Talk to your cells. Talk to your body. Your body is listening to you. Your body is listening to you. Okay, so the moon today is in Pisces. And Pisces, I'm going to try and go back and read you guys' comments. The moon in Pisces is our collective consciousness. It's our subconscious, right? So the thing about Pisces and Virgo, they are on a axis together. You want to be able to really, and the moon was just conjunct Neptune. You want to be able to envision. So not only do you want to talk to your body, you want to imagine in your mind the body that you desire. You want to see it in your imagination. You want to feel it. You want to, I wake up in the morning, I go, oh, I feel good in my body. I feel strong. Or if I don't know what it feels like, I'm like, well, what does strength feel like in this body? I talk to my body and I ask, what would it feel like if you were strong? What would it feel like if you were healthy? What would it feel like if you felt nourished and safe? What would safety and security feel like? I ask my body because it's important for us to realize that our bodies are living beings. They are in relationship with us, okay? Talk to your body. I talk to the planets. I talk to everything because guess what? Everything is alive. Everything is alive. Everything is completely conscious. Everything is total consciousness. Everything is alive. So talk to it like it's alive and you will begin to open up your consciousness and you'll have a relationship with life that really is about partnership and you being here. And I mean, you'd be surprised when you start to tap into consciousness and understand how this system works, you'll be surprised how dumbed down we have been. Okay? Like you will be surprised how asleep we are. Like we have amnesia. We really do. We really do. But you got to start to wake yourself up. So the moon in Pisces is your imagination. Imagine yourself being in the circumstances. Imagine your body, all of that. And then you feel it. And when it's time, you take action. Okay. Divinely inspired actions. All right. I really love you guys. I really do. Okay. I feel like I didn't check any messages. So let me see what any of the notes say. Oh, okay. It forces you to deny your true self. Absolutely. Get in your baggy hustle, don't sleep mentality. Yes, okay. Not time to heal. I just love you, Monique. Oh, I just love you too. All right. Let's see. Exactly. That's the kicker. Okay. All right. So I don't see any questions or anything. Okay. There's power in word. So much power in the word. So much power in the word. So much power in the word. Okay, you all. I think that's it. Okay. Thank you so much. We'll be back again tomorrow. Peace and blessings. I love y'all. Bye-bye.